Good morning, everyone. Observation King here again, and I wanted to come with a video about my watermelon vine today on this fine morning. And I know I haven't actually really been keeping you guys updated with the watermelon this year as much as I was last year, because I kind of decided it wasn't going to actually be something I was going to focus on too much. Very similar to my cucumber. I believe I did one video on it so far for this year, and that was it. But I'm just going to give you a quick update on that, just in case anybody was interested. So this is the vine that I've got here. I'm not too sure how long it's been here actually. I'll have to double check that and put the information in the description. But that's basically the vine. It's definitely older than a month, but I'll have to get the details for you and then just put that in the video description at the bottom. What's interesting, however, is I've already got a female flower here that hasn't bloomed yet, but you can see the melon bulb just underneath there where my pinky finger is. That's literally a watermelon right there, and the flower on top of it. And if we go further up the vine, by the way, the leaves are absolutely beautiful. I really do like the watermelon leaves. I don't know, I just find them really beautiful, really, in comparison to some other leaves. But yeah, further up the vine, we have... Oh, did I miss it? That's the spoon leaf. Oh, right, it's at the very top. So near the young shoots, we have another female, which you can clearly see just above my thumb there. And I was thinking for a while, you know what, this is not very good, because we have two females, which is the maximum number of watermelons I actually want on this vine. I don't want more than two. I'll touch on that in a moment. But when I saw these two females, I thought to myself, oh my goodness, you know, where's the males? Because we're going to need the males to actually pollinate the females to even get any fruit. But then I realized at the very top of the growing tip, there is a male flower somewhere. If I can just locate that for you. It's a bit difficult. Hold on a second. Let me try and see if I can find it. Alright, so right in the front of my index finger, you can see something right there, directly in front of my index. I know it's kind of camouflage, but that right there, just in front of my nail and my index, is the male flower. You can see there's no bulb underneath it, it's just a stem, and it's still quite young. But this female flower at the bottom here actually looks like it's going to, it's going to open soon. So I'm hoping that that male actually catches up as soon as possible. So yeah, so the reason I actually only want two watermelons on this vine is because last year I actually had, I think, up to three. Now that was good, but the thing is that with one vine, especially in a small container like this bucket over here, there's a limited amount of nutrients in this soil. Now I want to get the sweetest and biggest watermelons that I can possibly get. Now last year my biggest one was the size of a grapefruit, which was okay for something that was grown in a container, and it was very sweet. But I just want to see if I can get something maybe a little bit bigger, or at least a little bit sweeter. Now the best way I know to do that is to basically reduce the amount of melons that the plant is trying to produce, because of course the more melons that the plant is producing, the more stress that puts on the plant, because the more nutrients it has to actually pump into each melon. So you end up with basically a division of nutrients. So they each get nutrients, but they each get a small amount, so it's not as great. So they become sort of mediocre, which is not great. But when you actually reduce the amount of melons on the actual vine, there's less nutrients that the plant has to put into each fruit, which means that it's much more capable of producing something that is at least sweeter for you, and it also puts a lot less stress on the plant. So that's just basically what I want to discuss about my watermelon vine. But it's growing very beautifully, and hopefully before the end of summer, or at least towards the end of summer, I should be able to harvest something from this. Yeah, so that's my watermelon update. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you another time. Bye.